Hi, guys, how's it going?
Okay, today I'll make tier list POFG edition. This tier list just tier list for PvP arena. This is a subjective assessment and my experience playing arena. So it definitely causes pros and cons. I'll change some of this list. First we go to our new hero, Yuna. Okay, Yuna, she is a pure support hero. Indeed, her abilities are designed for PvP. She is also good for the story, but not for PvE where you can get big damage points. Maybe the developers wanted her to be good in the Colosseum, but she's not meta enough. And what she lacks in the arena is that her normal attacks can pass through walls. Okay, Yuna in the arena. For her weapon skill I really like it. Like Marina's, but for her normal attack, like I said, it can pass through walls, so it's bad. So the development designed Yuna to fight with a hit and run technique using weapon skills. Her weapon skill make the enemy afraid for a long time and waste a long time, so this is very good. And her chain skill is quite painful too. Then the team I recommend for the arena is Yuna, Veronica, and FK, or Yuna, Veronica and Zelos. If you have Zelos, don't forget FK with a rifle. Okay. I want to make a new list which are good heroes and can take you to master. But I don't recommend reaching the top 100. Yes, on the list, the heroes are still good, including Kamel and Yunhao. I have to raise their position. I'm afraid I'll be criticized by netizens. To be honest, I'm also a Kamel user. But for the current meta, don't like it. There are lots of counters, but they're still good enough to reach master. Okay. These are heroes that are still good for getting a master, but I don't recommend them in the long term. There are some heroes that I really want to put on the S list, but for beginners they are quite difficult to use. Like Lapis, Lin and Eugene. Actually, Lin is easy to use and very good with the ability to injure, but there is an anti-injury card, which makes her a bit bad. Actually, there are only 2 cards. So the chance of fighting an enemy who doesn't use that card is 33%. Even then, it is very likely that water element units will not use that card. Yeah, it's the trick against Lin. Okay. Don't forget Rosetta. She's really good at her party buff. And I put her friends who have a party buff like her in the SS list, but she's only at S. Because in my opinion her normal attacks and weapon skills are not good. Only at extra skills, which is go and painful. Indeed, he is often used because she is the only range type who has a buff like that. Sorry, Chrome supposed to be in the list. S position. I forgot. For Chrome, actually don't like it, but he's really good. Okay, this is it. I changed it from a 2 list. S. For Gabriel, it's not worth it, I think. Okay. Next in the list, D position, which is a unique hero that is only specifically for raids or boss rushes for Lista. I honestly don't recommend build it and playing in the arena. For Rue with a rifle, she is very insane. If you know how to play using her extra skills, she is very good. Because I'm a reuser and she can defeat some fire units. I will lower Parvati's list position, because it is quite difficult to use for new players, but the way she plays like Scintilla, Vishuvak and Odile is quite similar. MAD Panda Trio is still good weapon skills, good attacks, good extra skills, quite unique, helped by friends, but not meta in the arena. If in the master arena it is quite meta. And then the heroes who are meta, and highly recommended to build first. First, there is a trio of tankers who have special abilities to increase ailment resistance, namely Pimen, Arena and Morian. This ability can make it quite difficult for the enemy to trigger the chain skill. I think this ability is cheating, especially since they are tankers and very tough. The difference between them is in the type of damage. Pimen deal melee damage, Morian deal range damage. For Marina it can be both, but her weapon skill deal melee damage. So you already know what your priorities are, and what elements you like. I recommend Pimen first or Arena. Plague Doctor and Kai are very good at party buffs, which can increase normal attacks more than increasing weapon skill damage. This buff is highly recommended. With buffs like that, they definitely have very good normal attacks to support in the arena. Usually normal attacks are good but not good at weapon skills. Or vice versa, but not for them, they are designed very perfectly. Their weapon skills really help with all the abilities they have and the way they play. In my opinion, Bari with Mei Real should have a party buff like this, because she is a very failed hero design. She has very good normal attack abilities, but his weapon skill is not good. But her party buff increases his skill damage. I hope the development revamp her party buff and her special abilities. For Camilla, she is very good debuffer. Attacks can pass through walls, weapon skill see fast. But what makes her special seems to be that her special ability can affect the enemy in the next round even though she has been defeated, so she has to be placed at the start. Lan with Gauntlet after being revamped is very good. It can restore HP, and the best part is that the extra skill can reduce the enemy's weapon skill. Regan. To heal 1 is annoying, and her weapon skill is quite good. For Beth and Sahi, they are similar in the way they play, and their abilities are also similar but different. I am a Sahi user until now. With her abilities, she is very tanky, but her damage is also very painful. For melee damage buff, she is the best one. Then Beth. For Lena, she is a collab hero. I think old players know her abilities, and new players won't necessarily get it. She's good at being able to attack while walking, and her weapon skill can trigger a chain skill if it hits full like FP and Yuna. And for the SS tier, I think they are very broken. But that's not needed, you just have to have the right team with them. Okay, that's it. Comment below if you had any questions. And don't forget like, comments and subscribe.